It was mid-May of 2012. It was senior year. And every senior was getting ready for all the senior events that were occurring that year, especially prom since it was coming up. And I remember one day I was walking to class, and I sat next to my friend who I met that year, and we were just talking about what was going to happen in that class, and everybody was talking. Everyone was talking, and the announcements were going on, and nobody was listening to announcements. And all of a sudden, it just got really quiet. And I remember she was standing right in front of me, and she had this big smile on her face. And I looked at her, and I looked at my friend, and then she looked at me and said, "Did you hear?" And I said, "Did I hear what?" And she's like, "You just got nominated to be prom queen." And I couldn't believe it. I remember looking at my friends, and I was like, really? And then so class started, and I remember I forgot about it. I wasn't really thinking about it. And I walked out of class, and I was walking because it was already lunchtime, and I was walking to go pick up my friend because her class was right next to my class. And all of a sudden, a group of my friends started applauding really loudly, and they were applauding and cheering me, and then they told me, "Congratulations for being nominated." And I remember thinking, wow, I did get nominated. And so I walked to pick up my friend, and she comes out running to me, and she says, "Oh, I'm so happy for you," and she gave me a hug, and she was congratulating me, and I guess I did get nominated, but it still didn't sink in. I still couldn't believe it. But the whole day was nothing but congrats, you got my vote, I'm definitely voting for you, the whole day. But I still couldn't believe it. I was thinking, why did they nominate me? I never asked the teachers to vote for me or anything. So it didn't hit me until June 1st of 2012. And my whole day was planned that day. I was gonna go get my hair, my makeup, go on a dinner date with my prom date. And I remember everything happened so quickly. It was like I was in this movie, and I was in fast forward. And I remember I was looking at myself in the mirror, and I had my dress on, my hair was done, my makeup was done. I didn't recognize myself because all the makeup I had on. So I looked at myself and I told myself, if I don't win today, as long as I got nominated, I feel like a winner. So then my prom date came, and he picked me up, and we went to dinner, and afterwards we went to go get, we went to dinner, and afterwards we went to go to prom. And we walked in, everybody looked amazing. I felt like I was in this ball, and everybody was all elegant. And I walked in, and there was a table with all the nominees' faces on there. And I remember I saw my picture, and I didn't want to vote for myself. I was like, I'm not voting for myself. And then my counselor was like, go ahead, vote for yourself. And I'm like, okay. So I dropped a rock in it was like a little box, and there was a picture on there. I dropped a rock. And then my prom date, he actually got 2 rocks and voted for me 2 times. And so I walked in, and everybody was like, oh, you look beautiful. You're definitely going to win. I hope you win and everything. And people were coming up to me who I didn't even know. I didn't even know who they were. And they were like, I'm definitely voting for you and everything. So then prom started. I danced with my prom date, and then I took pictures with him. And it wasn't until around 9-ish, I was taken away into this room, and all the nominees were in there. And so we were all waiting actually to be announced, prom king and queen. We walked out, and I remember walking on the dance floor, and I was telling myself, don't fall in front of everyone. So then we were standing up, and we're in a row, and I remember they announced the prom king first. But I wasn't really paying attention because I was thinking, about who's gonna win prom queen. And then the announcer finally said, prom queen of 2012. And I remember my heart was racing so hard. It was like pounding, and I felt like it was gonna pop out on my chest. And she said, prom queen of 2012. And she said, Stephanie Pineda. And I remember just putting my hands in my face, and I was like, I just felt like I just won Miss Universe or something. So then the ASB president comes, and she puts the crown on my head, and I got goosebumps everywhere in my body. So then I walked to the prom king. We danced to some Chris Brown song, I don't remember, and we just danced, and everybody was looking at us, and we were just dancing. And then my prom date came, and he took me away, and we were dancing. And then it wasn't until the end of the night I realized that because that same year I lost my mom, so I felt like winning prom queen really made all my year, because my mom passed away from cancer. So winning prom queen made my entire year, my whole high school year. And the year before that I also lost my brother, so it really equalized you know, that moment in winning prom queen. So that was one of the best moments of my life.